Zwom. Doot, 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 doot. BMO.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another BMO Creative crypto video. So this one is about the Los Pelaqueras, or face peelers, from Peru. So this is recent. Since July 11th of 2023, nightly attacks have been happening on the Iquitu tribe villagers in Alto Nanay, which is a district in the Amazonian region northeast of Lima, Peru's capital. Okay, as far as I can tell, it all started after they tracked down a creature that tried to take a 15-year-old girl. The creature grabbed her by the throat and she screamed and struggled, and a woman shot this creature, didn't seem to harm the creature, staggered it. The girl got away, but it scratched her neck pretty bad. Her father and others tracked down the creature only to find what they say looked like an alien. What they describe is crazy. It's a 7-foot tall gray, wearing armor like the Green Goblin in Spider-Man, and also floating 3 feet above the ground using some round shoes that have red lights on the back when they're floating. So I just drew a gray alien's face because, yeah, that's the proportions here. If this thing was 7 feet tall, that the face would be like the size of a basketball. It'd be huge. So I have to mention that this one creature that tried to take this girl, it was not alone. They show up in teams of 6, 2 flyers and 4 on the ground, blending in, wearing clothing, hoodies, and things over their armor. Now, I have done my homework, and I think that these are possibly some other tribe that looks very odd to them because they're rare to be seen, because supposedly they live underground, and they are looking for something that has been taken from them, probably gold. If you'll notice in the other, if you back up this video, you'll see that that girl that was grabbed by the throat was wearing a gold necklace that she probably got from someone that had taken this gold from these underground dwellers. So maybe they just want their stuff back. This isn't the first time, I have to say, in this area that they've been under attack by something like this. Tall, gray beings in Peru. The Greys were around and were killed like a long time ago, and the people buried them in Nazca. How do I know? Because they were dug up and turned in for money by grave robbers. The bottom right corner there, that's a picture of one of the, what they called a mummy. It's not really a mummy, but these mummies were about 7 feet tall on average and had 3 fingers on their hands and 3 toes on their feet. But the archaeologists that bought these from the people that had dug into this tomb and pulled them out, they could tell instantly that the hands and feet were taxidermied to make them look even more bizarre than they already were, and to mix them in with all these others that were totally fake, made out of constructs of sheep and goat bones and plaster Paris. But 2 of them were real. And a DNA study was done, paid for by a British researcher named Steve Mera, and he named the female of the 2 bodies Maria. And when they pulled the genetics, it's basically human, but it's an unknown race. So it's very rare, or we didn't have the genetics back then in the 80s. By the way, these bodies were handed over to the Incari Institute in Cusco, Peru, in April of 2017. So there you go. The male of the 2 bodies that were real has disappeared. So let's back this train up even more. In ancient Peru, there were people called the Nazca, which I mentioned earlier. They created giant pictographs out of stone that are known as the Nazca lines, which can only truly be seen from the sky. And not only this, but the other Nazca lines that are there in this area are literal runways cut right into mesas. Like, mesas are flattened off at the top, and you've got runways everywhere, like it's a big, ancient stone airport. Nobody can explain this. Anyway, what is the American and the Peruvian government saying about the attacks and general dis-ease being caused since July of this year? It's not aliens at all, of course, but rather it's illegal gold miners. See, there's a partial truth in there. I think it does have something to do with gold, and it does have something to do with somebody taking gold. But they are some weird beings that lived underground that Nazca had myths and legends about, even centuries ago. They're saying that these are just illegal gold miners wearing jetpacks. Yeah, no joke. Like the guy down here in the bottom left or the top right, they're wearing jetpacks. And this guy, Carlos Castro Quintanilla, is a prosecutor in Peru, and he says, quote unquote, high-tech equipment like jetpacks which let them rise and descend in the sky. I have found out that since he has said this, it's been several days, somebody bought the little girl that was grabbed by her throat. They bought her a bandana. She's wearing it around her neck there in that picture in the bottom right, and they bought her a phone, and they put on there the video showing the guy with the jetpack, and they're telling her that this is what she saw, and she keeps saying that's not what she saw, but they're telling her, no, you're mistaken. It was just one of these dudes wearing a jetpack. Super loud. It's not the description that they gave at all, but that's what they're saying is what's going on there. So, what do you think is going on in Peru? Leave a comment below. Lots here that you could comment about. Whether you think it's fake, real, what do you think's going on down there? Anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Please leave a like and subscribe to BMO Creative for more crypto videos. Thanks. Bye.